for me, I feel like a lot of my gameplay, like I have no idea, like for like good back timers, I feel like I lose a lot of like minions when I'm backing at like a weird time.
Okay.
Um,
What role do you play?
I play AD carry,
Okay.
so you can see where that could be problematic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, let me. I don't even know if I've played a game of AD recently. Let me see real quick. Definitely not. To have like an example offhand. Because like very general things with ADC is like once you crash big wave, then you have the three options. Do you recall? Do you stay? Or like do you stay for one more wave? Because then sometimes you can crash another wave and then just recall. Because balling kind of breaks that rule sometimes where you get to just hit the wave as the enemy's farming and they can't do anything about it.
Yeah, I got you.
Damn. These are fucking so old. Never mind. I wouldn't have like an example of me playing it recently, actually.
It's all good.
Yeah. Do you have like a replay that would
Um,
like where you messed up the recall or just didn't even find one?
Not off the top of my head. I've been playing on like Smurf accounts because I haven't been like playing too well on my main. So like in those games usually go well, right? Because I don't know.
Well, yeah, if it's lower ranked, it's going to be easier.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it too, it's like bot lane is kind of harder because there's so many different lane states where it's better to overstay or better to immediately recall, and you have to have so much foresight in a way to like find them. So
Yeah.
yeah, the general thing is like if you crash big wave, choose: are you staying or are you recalling?
Yeah,
So
I think most of the time I end up like just staying and like not finding a timer and then just sitting on hella gold and never like having like an advantage really
yeah,
in lane.
so whenever you're pushing the wave towards them, right? If you've built up poke and then it crashes, you have the option to stay. So if you have poke on them, it crashes, you build up more poke, and then the wave comes back to you, and then you continue to poke them as that wave's coming towards you. And then if they can't crash it, that's like when you find an all-in. That would be like a situation you can look for. But like if you just crash a big wave, there's no poke on them, your jungler's topside, you're sitting on like 900 gold, probably just recall. Like it becomes very easy from there.
I gotcha.
But then when supports fuck things up too, it gets real complicated.
Yeah, most of my games are solo queue too, so it's just I feel like I'm mostly trying to play around my support rather than like having the lane how I want it.
Can't do that. You can never compensate for the support. You just have to
Really?
you just have to do your own thing or else it gets too twisted. It would
I
be the
gotcha.
same if you're playing support. It's like you can't compensate for the AD because that means
Yeah.
different things too. It's like both roles just have to do their job. And yeah, it just gets too twisted if you try to do it otherwise. But then you take L's based on the other person's play, but that's part of it, you know,
Gotcha.
to do it the right way, in my opinion.
Because I've always floated around like the D3 area. I'm not sure like how to push that boundary.
Yeah,
I feel like I
you
always
gotta
feel like
win
stuck.
lane.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
D3 D4 AD is like you farm well probably. You probably never ever 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 even try to win lane if I had to guess. And then the mid to late game is just kind of if you don't tilt, you probably end up winning more than not.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I think most of the times where I lose, it's like I have one lane, but then like I give like a shutdown to like a big carry on the enemy team, and then it's just like downhill from there, or like I can't find an advantage in lane, so I kind of just farm it out, and then later on, I'm kind of just like even, so I can't really do much.
yeah.
So I was hoping like we could do like a live game where I could play for you, and then you could just let me know like if there's anything that I could have done.
Alrighty, sure. Yeah, let's do that. And then after the game too, we can probably just do like a short VOD review on it.
Yeah, sounds good.
Kind of just go from there.
Cool.
Can you send me your
How do you wanna do it?
OB.GG too?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then what do you mean? What do you want? Like you would just share your screen and then
Oh,
queue up and get it going, get a good support, not a, and then have nobody dodge the champ select 8 times.
that's always fun. Here, let me send you the OP, and then I'll
Yeah.
start screen sharing the league.
I've had pretty good luck recently with the live coaching ones because the bad luck is like they ban your main, you get losing topside and then nobody forfeits.
Yeah.
That's the bad outcome. Okey-doke. Gale Force Essence Reaver into Jin, Blitzcrank, Vladimir, Mastery, fucking Riven on Lucian. It's a
Oh,
little
that's bad atomization?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gale Force Essence isn't bad on Lucian, but it's like that's when you become the assassin,
Yeah, that's the other thing. I feel like I do autopilot on like building too. Like I just kind of.
Well, you play so many fucking champions. It's like
Yeah.
you gotta limit that, that's for sure.
Cool.
It's like most played
Yeah.
as Vayne, Jinx, Nautilus, Kai'Sa, Samira. It's very weird to get a read, that's for sure.
Yeah, most seasons I usually stick with Vayne, but when I feel like she's not doing too hot, I like switch off into like other lanes. And I feel like that's.
I think you should pick things that can win lane. So, how about like a Lucian, Misfortune, and then anything else that you would want to play that you like?
I really like Kai'Sa, but I don't know how she is. Like I feel like her laning's really bad.
It is. It's just up to the enemy to lose, but she's not a terrible champion to play to climb and then also like just play a good mid and late game. But she can't win lane.
Yeah, that's the big one.
Yeah, but you can play Kai'Sa. It's like not the end of the world. Because then that also gives you like an AP champion in a way. To like
Gotcha. I usually pick her when my team just like forces too much AD. I'll just play her.
Yeah, and then if we're playing Misfortune, we're going to be building Lethality too. And then Lucian's very versatile. I really like Lucian right now because he like can just really win lane. Where everyone's picking like a Misfortune, Xayah, Kai'Sa, he beats all of those. If he plays like if he does what he needs to, then he kind of naturally wins. And then if you were really about it, it's like you could try to pick up a Draven.
I have been playing a little bit of Draven, but that champion's like it's pretty hard if you don't get anything in lane. You're kind of just sitting there hoping for a cash in.
That's a 120 game champion to even get started. So,
Gotcha.
Best of luck. That like whenever you're smurfing, it's like try that out. Try 20 games in a row of Draven. It's not even about the win-loss or anything. It's about your mechanics on the champion and getting used to it. And then 20 games later, it's like then you can start building up from there. And then about 100 games in, then you can actually play it without thinking, and then you see where you can get from there. Because Draven can win lane like no other. Without his support, too. That's the fucking crazy part. So long that you just keep right-clicking them and moving forward, you win on Draven.
Especially if the support isn't helping their AD, you could just smash him in lane. I've had some lanes where like enemy support's like semi-AFK, and I'm just like running their AD carry down, and there's like nothing he can do about it.
Yeah,
getting free trades with the Q.
That's what I like about Lucian too. It only takes a second for Lucian too, because he has the dash. Draven.
If you have Nami.
Yeah, Nami. So long that the support does literally anything with Lucian, though, you're kind of good to go. The only problems you run into is the matchup. If they're too tanky, Lucian sucks.
Yeah.
If they have Draven Nautilus and you picked Lucian, damn it. But odds are we're running into like Janna, Xayah, Misfortune, Karma, like shit like that.
I actually struggle against Xayah lanes. I feel like I get baited into like trying to all in her, and then getting caught up.
Yeah, if you don't attack her at a good timing, it's the price you pay. She really noob checks. If you're like half committing too, you lose.
And then you're kind of sitting back taking her Q poke for the rest of the lane.
Yeah, you can't take like a half all in and then sit back and naturally like it doesn't matter like other champions can. Into Kai'Sa or Xayah, you just lose. Which at least it's like that. At least it's the truth. Gray 24 Meartime XOX backed Stinky Mikey. These IGs suck. And what is yours? Is that Entree?
Yeah, my name's Trey, so I thought it was pretty cool to put it's like a play on my name kind of thing.
Yeah, fair enough. Trey.
And then, yeah.
Oh, I was trying to think of this person's name. What the fuck? Oh, I went to church with them. I rode a church bus with them. His IGN. Christ, his name. Fuck me, his IGN. Well, am I stupid? Am I that deep? His name was Trent.
Oh, Trent.
Isn't that like... Isn't that?
Basically the same.
And then there was this Yu-Gi-Oh card called Trent. It was this useless ass plant. I think it
Is
just
Lucian pretty good as a first pick here? Or
with our team comp, like you could do a Lucian Misfortune. It's kind of just up to you. Misfortune's a little bit safer of a blind pick, but it doesn't exactly matter to have a safer, good blind pick at this MMR. Better just to pick something that can kill the enemy. Misfortune can't necessarily kill the enemy every single time. Biscuits,
do you like
boots.
Treasure Hunter? Oh, biscuits, boots.
Yeah, Lucian wants the biscuits and the boots. He's an exception, though. Okay, let's use Victorious Lucian. With the default. Actually, do you have the diamond one? Nice, the diamond one fucking rocks. It's so much better. Yeah, it's so odd how it's so much better than the other ones. Asona, fuck.
Okay.
It just slows us down, makes it lame. Ay, please pick a bot lane that we can kill. Where we just need a Sona ulti. I would take heal against their team comp.
Heal, okay.
If the Tryndamere and Jax are on you, you're dead anyways.
That's true.
A Kog'Maw. God fucking bless. When
Something we can actually kill.
Yeah, when his W's down, he's not a champion. This rocks. You could run Magic Resist. A little weird.
Oh, with Lulu, Kog'Maw, I got you.
Yeah. It's better than all-in. It's worse in trades, but it's fine because we take a short trade. Even if it's a little negative, we have Sona sustain. And then later into the game, it helps you a whole lot more against their team comp. You could also buy Ninja Tabby, potentially. This game, it's definitely like a Kraken PD, Ninja Tabby,
PD?
LDR, IE. Because you gotta chew through their front line. It's not, even if you wanted to dive their back line, like that's your top side's job. Imagine Gale Force onto
Force
Kog'Maw.
isn't really like it's not a really good defensive option either, right?
Hell no. There's no defense in it for Lucian.
Gotcha.
You get away and deal 0 damage. Bada bing, bada boom. Alrighty, at least Sona has Ignite.
Into which teams would you bring Exhaust? Because I see Exhaust being taken a lot.
Mostly when it's just useful for your lane.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because for a long time here, we only have to worry about our own lane. Up till like about Grandmaster. It's just if we kill the lane. Isn't that something?
Yeah.
And don't forget that you have a Sona. Meaning you gotta play it slower. If you take like long trades, then best of luck.
And then would it be a longsword or a longsword or Doran's blade?
We can kind of do either. Let's do D-Blade. There's no rush against Kog'Maw.
Okay.
Because the longsword star gets you to Noon Quiver faster, giving you more control over the lane, but they have Lulu, you have Sona. And then Doran's Blade gives you some sustain. It's not a massive amount, but once you get the Kraken, the PD and stuff, that with Bloodline's like something rather than nothing. And then to get to those any sooner isn't exactly necessary. Can Silas get behind this guy? Like, hey!
Oh, no way.
Can we get an E? Can we get an E?
That was like a free flash, right? At least?
Yeah. Okay, round 2 here. He goes to the right. Amazing. Tryndamere. Into the wall. Nice.
Oh, got it. I did start E, but I got the kill.
Don't recall. It's just boots. Doesn't do anything. Plus, you can't even buy them. Nice. I meant an E from Silas. Whenever the Lulu was there. Okay. 300 free gold. But we have an E start. Not even a big deal. Because
Okay,
Coglulu isn't.
we're playing slow anyways, right?
Yep.
All right.
We want to have the wave even, and then poke them with the Q. And then once they spend their abilities, that's when you can look to dash in.
And I was wondering too about like, should I be worrying about like sometimes just not leashing on versus certain matchups?
Yeah, but if you don't know them,
Oh, okay.
plus the enemy balling's going to leash most of the games. It's just when you want to start. It's always just like, what do you want to do? That's what you have to ask yourself. Nice. Okay, melee minions. Okay. Q. The minions. You can't dash past this wave. You have a Sona.
Okay.
I understand the want. I've been there.
Yeah.
I've played so much Lucian recently. Okay. Okay, once you deal with the melee minions, that's when you can dash past. Just keep pushing. Nice. Q on center minion. You're kind of mixing the damage here. There you go, Sona, and an auto attack. Good enough.
Oh.
God bless.
Nice.
Very nice.
So just crash this one in a reset, or?
Yep. Ah. Canceled the autos. No heal for the
Yeah, I did.
distance. Yeah.
So crack in this game.
Yeah, just go the long swords. Long swords, a dagger, and then you can sell the biscuits for control ward. Now, we don't love control ward, but we have a fucking Sona. We're carrying for 2 down here. Baby on
Gotcha.
board. They have a Shyvana. It's not the you know, it's not a Lee Sin, but we can ward the dragon at least. Gives us something to do. Alright, so that was pretty good. Biggest mistake being an auto cancel, which is like we can go from there.
Yeah. Do I just wanted to drop it here, or?
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, ping Kane to come to this. You don't have flash, so careful. You don't want to dash in.
We're good here.
Yep.
Just a wave.
Ping that you're on the way to the wave so that they know. That's how you do it, baby. You tell them what you want to do. Okay, what the fuck is happening? Can we look?
Oh no. Okay. I think it's good. I think I'm good to keep farming though.
Okay.
Do I want to be forcing this under?
You have to look at the situation.
All right.
You gotta move your camera, look at it. That will tell you. Stop spending mana on the wave. Okay, can we get those berries?
Shut down. Killing spree.
Okay, now the wave bounces back. It's your time to attack them. You can dash past, take a short trade, then back off, and then once your dash is up again, that's when you have lethal.
Alright, just wait out the shield.
Okay. If it works, I guess. That dash was a bit, but...
Oh, was it? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Hurry up. Spend everything. The E, the W. Like, and then recall. Hurry it up.
Okay.
Lulu can EQ off this.
An enemy has been slain.
What? Okay. Very nice. No, not another control word. Christ. Already back to lane. That dash in, I was like, oh, like I literally didn't know which way it was gonna go. I mean,
Okay.
it was just too far forward. It's like you're dashing the Kog'Maw, the Lulu, and the minion wave with the Sona. A scary situation. You could ward his red, I guess. You have some time to play with here. Okay, let's get level 6 and then dash past the wave. Try to kill him. The ulti. Whoa! God bless that fucking Q missing. Jesus! Luckily we have a health potion. You can stay. You have Sona. Sona the health potion, here to save the day. Okay, move past the wave. Okay, do you go to the Tryndamere? What the fuck's happening?
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. Shut down.
Okay, I barely saw that. The screen share and shit was so laggy.
Oh, was it? Is it still bad?
Yeah.
Let me try restreaming it. Hold on.
Naturally. Just fixes it all.
I don't know.
Okay.
Discord has been weird about streaming lately, or sharing screens.
Yeah.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Why in the fuck?
You have slain an
Okay.
enemy.
This is fine. He has no W. Yeah, no, his W like expired, and then you also had the heal coming up, or you had the heal up.
Should I just have turned it there?
Yeah. If you just auto for auto, it's winning.
Has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Come on,
Heal for
Sona. Okay. A little bit of a 2 turret plates recall. Alrighty. Let's go Kraken and then. Shit.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm trolling.
A little maximization gone wrong.
Has been slain.
Let's go Ninja
Alright.
Tabby.
Just tap-
Where we have the Sona, it's like this durability like kind of just doubles itself too. Because even if you want to have like the more aggressive build, it doesn't exactly pan out. It's not even that big of a detour either because they're all so weak. To
Sure.
everyone on their team.
It's a team gap this game for sure. Wow, no way.
It's so weird watching like low elo Kog'Maw just deal more damage than a high elo one would by fucking standing still. Ulti! Bop, 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 bop. Dash, you have to dash in. Okay, rest in peace. Okay, Kane. And he gives up. I've never seen it.
Okay. We live? No punish?
Okay. Once that W is down. See, he knows it.
Yeah.
Alrighty, just last hit here. Make him suffer.
An ally has been slain.
Nice.
Turret plating will fall soon.
Oh. Lucian, it's
I should-
only forward, big man. How
Okay,
to
only forward.
how to get away from that Tryndamere? You threw the Kog'Maw Lulu.
Okay.
Keep going forward. If you have to, you could kite left. Yeah. Long
Ninja
sword.
Tabby. We're going longsword. Okay.
Yeah. Into Phantom Dancer.
Oh, Phantom Dancer.
You can also type in PD.
Oh, really?
Isn't that neat?
I'm so used to just typing shit out, to be honest.
But look at this. Open the shop. Type IE. Where's Infinity Edge? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, there you go.
Back in my day, since the item rework, you can't do that. Like,
Really?
yeah.
Has been slain.
Oh, but PD works. Wow.
Uh-huh. How annoying. Okay, we have ulti. No shield. He has Rage Blade now.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Okay, let's bait him. And the ulti. What the fuck? The heal. Just
No
use
way.
use the heal to get in range like that. It's not going to be about like surviving on Lucian. It's going to be for those rundown situations. Look at that fucking damage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you're pulling them, right? You W as he's moving into you, and then immediately you're just ulting him in the face.
Okay.
Once he's shown you that he's committed for the auto, like he just keeps moving into you, you ulti, even if it's a bad ulti, it doesn't really matter. It gets him to turn. Oh shit. Keep going, it's fine. You don't die. Ninja Tabby, Sona.
Yep.
Alrighty, let's eat everything. Is his jungle camps up? Can we get that Scuttle Crab? Jack's gonna push mid, Silas is recon. Can we get that mid wave? All the farm is yours. Once we get PD, that becomes even more true. It gets so ridiculous how fast you farm everything.
So it's like,
Alrighty, Scuttle Crab, and then are you gonna attack bot lane afterwards? They're probably gonna use the W on the wave. Kog'Maw doesn't have W, easy enough. Sona doesn't stay though, has no mana.
oh, okay. Goes back with it.
Okay.
Enemy has been slain.
So
Am I
that-
cool selling this?
Yeah, so that's stupid. Stupid control word. Look at that
Like,
one, it's still there on the dragon.
Untouched.
Oh my god, push. Do you see the fight happening? Jesus.
Killing spree.
One thing sure, I know you don't see the mini map as
Yeah,
much.
no. I get pretty tunnel vision for sure.
It's like you can take a screenshot of those minions, right? And then if you look anywhere else, you have an idea of how much. Push the wave. You have an idea of how much. What the fuck is happening? Bub, 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 bub. Stop canceling the ulti. Just let it rip.
Just run it. Okay.
Yeah, until you're in auto range. You take a screenshot of the wave, basically, with your eyes. You move the camera to look at something else with the F keys. You know how much time it's going to take for the minions to be in last hit range. And then you center the screen again. And then you last hit the minion that's going to die. That's the way to do it. Or at least that's the way I've done it for a long time.
Gotcha. Do we even want to be mid right now, or
Just follow what's happening, react to it, and decide. It's not that simple of if.
she's dead?
Shut down.
Fuck. Okay. Dead as fuck.
Holy shit!
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Ping that mid lane's yours for Silas to go bot. Long swords. We can't afford any. Alrighty, and then we go into LDR once we have that.
LDR. Okay.
We're good to go, and then once we have IE, that's when we win the game.
I could just. I'm gonna push mid.
Enemy has been slain.
That fucking damage. Every single time, I'm like, Jesus.
Kill.
Okay, back to the farm, big man. Where do we get it?
Should just recall mid. Grab mid.
Yeah, it's okay. Let's get the crit cloak.
Quick look.
Yeah.
We'll just run top now. Or never
No.
mind?
Christ. You ping them away from your lane. That's yours. You claim it. You don't. Oh, he's there. I guess I'll give it. Fuck this Riven. It's your wave. You are the ADC.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Oh my god! I do 0 damage. Thing.
Yeah, but his build sucks.
Turret has been destroyed.
Okay. What the fuck is happening?
Enemy has been slain.
Okay.
Killing spree.
Nice. Baron.
Killing spree.
Can we get some pings on Baron?
Has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret.
And an assistance. And everyone's out of mana. This is You guys can still do Baron though. You just need someone to tank. Another benefit of PD.
Oh yeah.
Actually
the
do.
tactic was so nice.
Yeah, you actually do damage to objectives as Lucian. Otherwise, you feel like Jin or something. It's messed up. Alrighty,
Or
nice.
doing Baroness Samira, so rough.
Alright, you played that fight pretty well.
Right on.
An ally has been slain.
I think you got it.
Rampage.
Okay.
Oh no.
He
Oh,
gives
wow,
up
no
again.
way.
I've never
so
seen
scared.
it. I've never seen a Tryndamere just turn around twice.
Has destroyed a turret.
Congratulations.
Your team has destroyed a turret. An enemy has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Kudo, can we get everyone top lane here? It's either you run it down with everyone and try to end, or you go top lane. Running it down with them is not bad though. You guys are outrageously stronger.
Yeah. But if we didn't want to play so troll, it would just be top angle.
If everyone was better, everyone's not better. Even if the enemy was better too. Put more value on top. Let's take the blue buff too. All the farm's yours, big man. You have a red cane, it's like having a Darius or an Aatrox. They're not going to use the farm. We're trying to get to IE. Just in case things go wrong.
Gotcha. And we're just running them down.
Yeah, they really opted into that fight. Left side mid, gotcha. Look at that fucking damage from the Silas Shyvana E. Alright, GG. The mid lane, the bot lane, can everyone get it together here?
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Another inhib down.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Another benefit of the PD.
Your team has destroyed
Yeah.
a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Oh, right on, man.
Yeah, not too bad.
Victory.
To do. Okey-doke, let me share my screen. Yeah. Oh shit, I didn't record it the other way. It's fine, I got the recording, but I split this one, which kind of sucks.
For me, I feel Check it out.
Okey-doke. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hello?
Yep. Welcome back.
Okey-doke. Here, let me open practice tool for this. I show everyone this auto attack on ADC, and it rings true no matter what ADC you're playing, no matter the skill level of the player I coach. You got to have a good neutral auto attack, which basically entails standing your ground, and then you wait for the enemy to move into range, and then you auto them. But then whenever you have that as well, with these champions like Lucian or Draven, or whenever you're going forward, then it will still be useful for you, because there'll be these situations where you're going forward, and then you move too far back, and then have to move back in because you moved too far back, and then you're in a worse position for it.
I feel that actually a lot, where I'm moving too far back.
I'm going with the... this one looks so bad. Purple. Okay, dude. Purple. With Victorious Lucian too, I like the default one more than the challenger one too. Like, there's just something to it. Because the default one is like, that part's black. Okie doke, with the worst Lucian skin equipped. So there's the enemy. Here's our auto range. Now, whenever we auto them, we're going to move into them. And then it moves us into the auto range. So if we're standing our ground, we wait for the enemy to move into that range, and then we hit them, then we don't have to move. Therefore, just making things way more in our favor. It was like near the last team fight or so, like the Jax goes in on the Riven, and then it's like, you are just doing this. If you can like be standing your ground, and then waiting, maybe not even for the enemy to move into this auto range. So maybe not even to move into that range, but just watching the situation. The best way to do this is like with the S key, so it's like clicking anywhere around in this area and then using the S key to just plant yourself there, because it's like it can be okay to do like a wild back click, but then, you know, like where it's all the way down here, but then use the S key to kind of correct it. So then we're waiting for Jax to move into range. The Jax attacks the Riven, and then once the Jax has spent the abilities too, it makes things a whole lot easier for us, because then he doesn't have a Q to spend on us. He's not going to E-flash, whatever, and then we're able to move forward with the auto range and then get the DPS from there without like massive like movements, you know?
I got you. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's like adjusting 1 or 2 Teemos, or like even half a Teemo instead of like 3 or 4 with these wide ass movements. And then you won't find yourself having to use like the E as much, the heal, or any of that. So that is such like an important thing to have on ADC. That also takes like a good amount of practice, but it will also like it makes everything better. It makes your laning better, makes your offensive play better, it makes your defensive play better naturally, since it's like your first neutral auto attack. If you're in a good position for it and then can manipulate the enemy into it, like that's how you do it.
Is it better for DPS too?
Yeah, because you're going to get the first auto off, and then fast you get the first auto, you get the second one. Bada bing, bada boom. Okie doke. Sona versus Lulu. Do you have like any thoughts or anything after this game?
I definitely can see. I think the back timers were definitely easier because I was ahead, but there was a few moments where I thought I could do something, and like I kind of griefed it, like the dash when Sona was warding. I didn't realize she walked back up to warding, and then kind of almost threw right there. Another thing was like when I saw, like when you're, it's easier for me when you were like calling out. You're like, oh yeah, can you look at the fight?
I mean, Christ.
I tunnel vision so hard. Yeah.
Like it is, that fight is happening for like 5 seconds before I say it too, because I really give it some time, and it's like, oh
Yeah.
my god. So you have got to see the mini map more, but that comes.
Yeah.
We've seen the op.gg. Where is it? Too many damn champions. Like if you're not comfortable, if these champions aren't downloaded, basically, then you can't see the mini map as clear. It's just how it goes. So
Yeah.
that will come in time too. And then, yeah, so what are the champions that you want to play? Like, I think the Misfortune and Lucian's good.
Fortune, Lucian. I want to play Vayne, but I just don't feel like she's like good enough right now to be played. Like I really enjoy playing her though.
You can play Vayne. It's just she can't win lane, like, as hard because she loses the wave.
Yeah.
So you give up a whole lot of, like... At this MMR, it is strictly just about beating down your lane opponent, which is exactly what we did this game. It doesn't go any deeper than that for the most part. And when it does, the game lasted 40 minutes, and it's like, it's not a real thing.
Yeah.
So I don't like that part about Vayne. So if you wanted a player, I would recommend like doing it like the Draven on a Smurf, just doing it like that.
What about Caitlyn?
Caitlyn's good, but you also have to have a ton of practice on her.
Yeah.
And then she plays more control-ish than a Draven or a Lucian does, where you just slam into them with the Draven and the Lucian and beat them
Would you
down.
recommend playing like Samira too, or?
Samira's too basic for like... I think where you've been playing long enough, just we can kind of skip over Samira.
Mhm.
And then Samira's more useful in like team fights, not so much lane. So if you're Samira this game with a fucking Sona, right? We
Yeah.
are standing still until like 18 minutes.
That's true.
That's no good. So yeah, no Samira. If anything, you could add like a Varus. Varus is like an interesting in-between of like a Caitlyn and a Draven. And then he has his own unique mechanics too. Yeah, Varus. Okay, so with this game, the back timers, seeing the mini map, and did I miss anything of what you said?
Back timers. It's really just awareness. I feel like that I'm missing a lot of awareness, and then just. I think besides that, I think the game went pretty well. There was mechanical error on canceling my auto. I remember that.
Yeah, the awareness, canceling autos, it all comes down to, man, if you just play 20 games of Lucian like this week, that wouldn't have happened.
That's true.
Yeah. Okey-doke. Lulu shields, auto, okey-doke, and then it's like, can we E on either one of them? Not really, we have a Sona. Even though Lulu's E's down. How lame. So then we're autoing, and you cancel the auto. Kind of in a 1v2. We have a Sona, it is what it is. Lulu attacks us, E, auto, this is fine. We get the push. And then with the level 2, it gets a little awkward. So we move past the wave. This is fine. And then, with the neutral auto, we want to stand our ground here. This is as far as we have to go, because they spent the shield, our E is coming up, and we just wait. And then you watch them, and they'll give it to you, you know?
Yeah.
So instead of clicking back, this is where we would have been. Kog'Maw would have turned for an auto, and then our dash would have been up, E, auto, Q, auto, and then we win.
And then he can't lane anymore.
Yeah, the lane's won. But because you clicked a Teemo back, you have to click forward again, and then it's all fucked up. Not sure if you want to dash. And then his E comes up again, so this trade isn't as hard as it could have been.
Sure.
Or isn't as strong. Okey-doke. And then you can't get lost staring at them. You have to identify, like, you have to deal with the minions. Your Q's on a 7-second cooldown, so that's the only gameplay you have is hit the melee minions here. You can play it slower by, like, last hitting, but it's whatever. Main thing is, like, don't get mesmerized, hypnotized. Okay. Okay, the Q connects, and then we can't dash on them. Level 3, you can also consider putting 2 points into Q. Here,
okay.
because like normally they don't just kill themselves into you in the wave here. So then you would just walk up Q, and then it does so much more damage. The wave bounces back to you. You keep building up those Qs as the wave's coming in. And then you can dash past the wave and try to kill them. Like, once the wave's around, like, your turret or something, by that time you probably had enough damage built up. And then whenever the wave's coming, whenever you crash the wave and the wave's bouncing back too, you don't want to just unleash on the wave every single time, or else you just give them full safety, deal no damage to them, spend all your mana, and the lane's fucked from there.
Yeah, I do that a lot, actually.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the main reasons why I can't get an advantage in lane. I'm just like gifting free waves.
Yeah, you're trying to dodge the lane. How to win it. God bless Kog'Maw. Whenever you're pushing, spend all the abilities.
Gotcha. Yeah, I push very slow.
Like, whenever you know that it...
as fast as possible.
Yeah, whenever you know that it's a reset. So we chunk out the Lulu. You don't dash. Amazing. Because it's like you were surrounded too. Shyvana's over the wall. Tryndamyr's coming from mid.
Yeah.
Kog'Maw's coming from behind. If I didn't say don't dash, what would have happened?
Yeah.
I mean, ay. And then back to lane, we're CSing. And like I was saying, you can take a snapshot of this, and then you F key to the Sona as that fight's happening. And then that will tell you if you need to go or not. But if you never look, you'll never know. It's that simple. So you got to use the F keys or move your camera. Any way to look at the fight as it's happening. Get it done. Because this is like, just look at the just watch it happen. This isn't the ideal way to do it. This dash, I was so surprised this shit works out.
Oh, this dash right here after
Auto the minion.
I actually thought I was clear to do it because the E shield was down.
Through the exhaust. Let's see. Lulu E. W's the Kog'Maw. Gotcha. Yeah. Right, so Lulu walks forward here. W's you. You, like, I'm almost certain we're fucking dead with an exhaust. Lulu isn't a mile away too, I guess. Because Lulu's so far away from the whole thing in a way. Just like another auto. Just anything. Anything 1% better. Just look at the distance though, that's the main thing. It's like if you do a shorter dash it can be okay, but you dash all the way up there.
Yeah, I gotta practice the short dashing. I think it'll just take more games on Lucian for sure.
And then this dash shows you the truth.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus. Even if Sona's not there, this dash is like... Q. Moving, auto, and then just click away. But you dashed all the way in. That's not it. That's the price you pay. But that was like the biggest mistake of the game, so... It's not that crazy, not that major, nothing to freak out about. Okay, and we finish out the Lulu. The Kog'Maw's W expired. He's hitting you with 79s. So it's going to take him at least like 5 autos to finish you off. But then you also have heal and maybe another Sona W. So you definitely have enough just to keep autoing him down here. And then even if it gets
I had
bad,
wave too.
do what?
Oh, no, I was just saying I had the wave as well.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like.
And then you want to try things like that out too. Like, because
Limit test.
yeah, we know that Kog'Maw's whole fucking kit is in that W, and then once it's down, we can just see like how it goes because you have the flash and heal, and then even if you die, like you figure it out. So.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, W, auto Q on the Lulu, and then you could like have an ulti from there to there, and then here's the Tryndamere for some reason not flashing, ghosting, Gale Forcing. He doesn't even buy Gale Force, and then he just gives up. Congratulations. This sort of movement though, if you have like the awareness going into it, so like buying time, and then their bot lane's going to go over that wall, so this click makes no sense, and then back towards the wall, and then this makes no sense because if you're going to hit them, if you want to hit them, then you have to be right up against the wall, or else you don't have the range. You can also use the ward like immediately if you want to hit them, because then this whole pathing fucking sucks, puts you in a position to be flanked by the Tryndamere. So that sort of stuff, you just clean that up. More so has the intention of like what you actually want to do instead of just showing up and figuring it out as you go. Because if you're showing up to something to skip farm for it, it's like you better be fighting them or providing something. Or it doesn't make much sense to show up.
Gotcha. I remember this. I should have just dashed forward and traded for Kog'Maw.
Yeah, you deal so much outrageous damage to them right now. They also don't have Lulu ulti from the fight prior in the river. So this is like the easiest shit of all time. W, dash, auto, Q, and then just keep moving forward, because even if this killed the Kog'Maw, you still want to kill the Lulu. And then you can still just flash auto. Maybe you have to do 3 autos to kill the Kog'Maw. But kiting back into the Tryndamere is never going to be the way to do it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because imagine the Tryndamere has to walk into you here as you keep moving forward.
And he's just taking free autos from Sona.
And then, yeah, whenever you're playing Draven too, you'll find that same scenario. Ever going backwards is just incorrect for the most part, 90% of the time. Okey-doke. We're setting up a gank. The King Sona's there behind him. Get his W. This is good. And then W, and then immediately after the W, you got to be fast with it. Just WR in these scenarios where you're pulling the Kog'Maw into you. And he's so dedicated to it as well. With, you know, he's facing that way. So, because you can't do the click back and then have to click back. You can't do the defensive click into the offensive click to try to catch up to him and then the ulti. You know, it's got to be the stand your ground into the ulti. Because he's immediately going to turn after that. And if he keeps going forward, God bless, he's going to take more damage from it. And you're not going to die. Stand your ground. W, ulti. Stand still.
I got you.
Okey-doke. And then heal for the movement speed. Offensively. After that, it was just kind of smooth sailing. This fight is honestly fucking whatever. It's just one of those scattered team fights that doesn't go our way. Here was the too far back click on Jax.
Yeah.
And like I'm really harping on this, but like this game was really well played by you. It's just You got to point out the mistakes, you know.
I don't know. This is good. I'm getting a lot from that.
Shit, I kind of missed it. Let's watch this one in slow-mo. There's the Jax. Look at these fucking clicks. He's
Yeah.
petrified. Stand your ground. Jax jumps into you. You E away. He's dead. And you, like, you get the distance with the Sona E, but can you see it where it's like if you stand your ground, just
Yeah.
stare him down. Everything's good to go.
And then he wouldn't even be able to stand at that turret right now if I was up. Probably would have taken at least 75.
You got to be brave. You got to be disciplined, and you got to do it well and know when to do it and react to the enemy accordingly to do this neutral auto good too. So it's hard to do, but man, it really pays off. And once you have it, God bless. Like I said, the offensive, defensive, and neutral plays better. Everything becomes better. Alrighty. So yeah, like really stick to a couple champions for now. I would say the Lucian MF on main, and then like a Draven Vayne on a Smurf, and get a whole bunch of games on them. Get like at least 50,
Yeah.
and then you can really get going because like it's not going to take long for you to be able to start winning lane, I feel like. And then once you have control over that, control over your champion too, then it's going to be like fairly simple to have it, like start having more awareness. And then you're going to have to like figure things out as you go with that. But once you can start seeing it, you know, at least we can see it rather than just kind of being pulled to whatever's happening. So, yeah.
Cool, right on, man.
Yeah.
This was very helpful for me.
Alrighty, good to hear. With most people, I ask if you want to schedule like a week from now. I want to do another session once you have at least 50 games on Lucian and then 50 games on MF. Okay?
Cool. That sounds good.
50 game Lucian, 50 game MF. And then until then, you can't purchase coaching. Deal?
All right. Sounds good.
Alrighty.
Cool. So I can PayPal's cool for you.
Yeah, here's the PayPal link. And yeah, whenever you want to do another coaching session, just message me. And so long that the conditions have been met, I'll get it scheduled in, okay?
Sounds good.
Alrighty. Good talking to you. You got to get going. But yeah, best of luck.
All right. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
No problem. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye. See, I love Lucian. I love dashing forward. I hate when I mess it up. That's the main thing.